Hello and welcome back to the channel. We're back with one of those preview videos for our Manchester United versus Chelsea game on Saturday. Kind of feels like a big game already. I think we've had Arsenal, we've had City, and then we have Chelsea in our first five league games. But then I just feel this is a must-win game already for us. We cannot. I know it's Chelsea and they're in a great form, but I just feel we cannot afford to lose this game again, because then what it'll be. We have lost three games out of our five Premier League games. We've drawn against Fulham. We're out of the EFL Cup via defeat to Grimsby, and we needed a 96th minute penalty to win against Burnley or a side coming up from Championship. So, what exactly is the positive around the club if we do not end up winning this Chelsea game? I just feel we'll have to win it. We'll have to put in a performance in this game. The manager has to step up. The players have to step up, right? It's not one of those games where you could write it off saying it's Chelsea, it's a big game, it's only the start of the season, we can afford. I don't think we can. I don't think anyone at the club should feel we can afford to lose this game, or we can afford to put a poor performance in against Chelsea. It is a must-win game for United, uh, and it's a must-win game for Amarim. I do not have enough trust on the manager, and it's not just because of the prior season. I think a lot of fans would turn on him based on the last season itself, but I just felt at the start of the season I really liked what I saw in preseason against Arsenal. I think I was very positive. Uh, but then just the second game itself against Fulham, I saw the same problem like last season against Grimsby. It's the most embarrassing I've felt in the recent times for my club, the game against Grimsby. Then against Burnley, we do the same mistakes in the second half. I thought Burnley was a better game for us, especially I think the chances we created. But then against City, again, it's really poor performance. We're not scoring goals. We're not defending balls in the box better. We are being overrun in the midfield. We're not making good decisions when we have balls in the attacking areas. So I just feel I'm not really sure what's going right for United. And it's this game. I just feel this could make or break our season already. I know like fifth game only, but the reaction from this could just be very loud, right? With City, with the derby, it was an away game, right? It was just after a break. A lot of fans, we had won before the break, so a lot of fans were very positive going into this game. But now, after having going down, losing to City in that manner that we lost that game, and then for a lot of people for Bruno to come out and say it's a systematic problem, with a lot of fans, with a lot of analysts. Now, some of United's ex-players have started saying that we'll have to change the system, with Ruben Amorim coming out and saying, I'll not change my philosophy. You'll have to change the man. This negativity like this never been before. I know the Grimsby game was one of the worst periods, but now it's just getting worse. I just feel a breath of fresh air is required, and that's winning with a good performance against Chelsea uh, at this point of time. Good news for us is uh, the manager said Cunha and Mount are back. I'm not sure in what capacity will they be on the bench. Will they be starting? I don't think they'll start, or the manager would want to risk them. Uh, but I just think it's a good news they'll at least be on the bench. Licha said, I'm not sure what's happening with Licha, but I just feel a lot will change once Licha is back. Dalo's out. I'm not really a big fan of Dalo at this point of time because his performances recently have not been the best. But let's just get into the lineup that we expect and then preview the game from there itself as to what do we think uh, what do we think will happen in this game. The lineup, I I would not want to predict what Amarim would feel. I'm not really sure. He's very rigid. But I just feel at this point of time, if he wants to stick to the system, he should at least play his best players. The most obvious one, and I have been saying this before the first game of the season, do not play Bruno Fernandes in the midfield. There is a reason he cannot play there. He does not have the defense. When you have only two midfielders and most of the teams play three, you will need to have the discipline, to have that tactical awareness of where to be, where the ball lands, to win the duels, right? To track the runners. Uh, and I just feel Bruno Fernandes lacks that. So my first and my obvious change from the games is to put Bruno Fernandes up top. I think even though he does not change the system, he will definitely change Bruno Fernandes' position. I don't know. I feel that he'll change this in this game, and he'll start Menu. Menu looked our best player against City in those 30 minutes that he played, and he'll have to start Menu. But I don't think he'll start Menu and Fernandes in the midfield. I think he'll look at Menu and he'll say, "I need another midfield in proper." I am really surprised why United haven't played Casemiro in the game against City. I think he's looked good. He looked good against Arsenal. He looked good against Burnley. I'm not even in the up until he was on the pitch against Fulham. We didn't look that bad. So I was surprised Casemiro not starting against City. But I definitely think Casemiro and Menu should start in the midfield for United in this game, right? Uh, Putting Bruno and like Bruno and Ugarte, you're calling for the sack, man. Like, how can you not put Menu in the midfield after the 30 minutes that he played? How can you again put Bruno, knowing that he's not tracking, he's not able to track the runners? He's not. We could solve two problems at the same time. One, getting more defensive stability and a player who could protect the back three or back four, whatever you want to call it. But and second, we're still not scoring goals. I don't think Amarim realizes that we're not still scoring goals. How many goals have we scored? Two that are from Manchester United players, like uh, Mbumo's goal against, I think it was Burnley, and then the goal against the penalty goal scored by Fernandes. That's the two goals, and probably so the only goal that we have scored uh, is the goal by Mbumo. So I just feel he needs to realize we're not scoring goals even with the 200 million investment, and that means you put Bruno up top. You use his creative ability to the best. The way I would line up, I know Cunha is back and Mount are back. I'm not sure how fit they are to start this game. So I'll probably start with Sesko up top. He needs confidence. I just I just think I just don't think he's ready. I looked at him against the City game, and every time he's played, I don't think he's ready. But then you'll have to give him more time to get ready. So Sesko needs to have more and more game time. It's the start of the season. I'm not really concerned, but we'll have to start seeing some goals. Like strikers have, for all the teams, the new strikers have got them goals. He needs to have that to get the confidence back. Emumo on the right are probably our best player this season so far, but he needs to put in a shift as well. I think he has moments in all the four games that we have played, but he doesn't really look consistent. I don't know. It's a Manchester United problem. I definitely do not want to raise a lot of questions against Mbumo, but just we need these players to step up. I don't know how, but have to step up. Him, Cunha, the like Shesko, we were banking a lot on them. So Mbumo on the right for me. Fernandez, as I said, start him up top. He'll create goals. I think if he starts as the left 10, we'll get goals in this game. For Sesko, for whoever plays up top, we'll get. I have a genuine feeling, and I'll start him up top. On the left, Dogo has to start. I think he was poor against City. I think some of the decision making was poor. I think his general play was okay. And I just feel I said this from the start. He gets into the best positions for Manchester United on that left flank, as a left wing position. His balls in the box, his decision making, his final ball is not the best. He does not have a goal in him. So he'll have to make the best decision reaching those positions, right? Uh, As a left winger, he plays as a left winger for me. I just feel he needs to start making those because he has, I think the ball, Bruno Fernandes, Ahmad, Mbumo, Cunha, these are the players who should have our most ball in the attacking areas, but it's Dogu. So he has to start taking better decisions from there. I start him at the left wing back. Menu and Casemiro, I've already talked. Menu played really well against City. Casemiro has to start against this. This is a big game for us. I'm not really confident again with Ugarte. I think he's been there and thereabout. I don't really hate him as a player. I think he still deserves a chance later in the season, but at this point, choose your best players. I'll go with Menu and Casemiro in the midfield. On the right, I'll go Mazraoui. The reason primarily being, for some reason, Ahmed has not looked this part. Like, how do you go from a season you had in the previous season and then you start the way you have started this season? Like, it's been poles apart. And I generally think he needs time on the bench. And maybe off the bench, he comes and he becomes a better player. Uh, and he gets that motivation that my position is in danger. And defensively as well against Chelsea, you need someone more defensive as compared to Ahmed. So I'll put Mazraoui there. Uh, I'm not very concerned uh, defensively, yes, but offensively, would we get the same output from Mazraoui as we might from Ahmed? I'm not really sure, but I'm not confident in Ahmed at this point. So I'll start Mazraoui there. In the back three. I thought up until the last game, this was our best back three, and we should stick to it as long as Martinez is not back. Now I seriously have doubts against Shaw, and he was our worst performer against City. So I'm not sure. I think Amarim prefers a left-footed player there, but does he like prefer someone like Heaven? I'm not sure. I think he still give Shaw a chance. So I think the back three remains as it is. Shaw, delete Euro. I don't think I want to change a lot. I said it in multiple of my videos. If you're conceding goals, that does not just mean your problems with your backline or your goalkeeper. If you're gonna let a lot of chances in against a good quality side, your midfield is not strong enough. They cannot protect the back three. You will eventually score goals, and I just think this is United's problem, not necessarily a delete or Euro. Euro was poor. I think the second goal is Euro's mistake and Bandy's mistake. But I still feel United need to stick with a consistent back three and the goalkeeper at least. And until Martinez is back, I'll stick with Shaw, Delete, and Euro and give them a chance in the goal. But I would want to start Lemons as soon as possible. You've given Bandy the chance, right? I don't think he was really good against City. The second goal is him not coming out quickly. You look at Donnarumma in the same game. He comes, he makes himself big. Mandy does not do that. Can Lemons do that? I'm not sure. But definitely you brought him in and you had the problems with the goalkeeper. You gave him a start. And I think we should start making those changes, right? We should not wait for it forever to make these changes. So put Lemons in goal. I think this is going to be my lineup. I am not sure what Amarim does. I'm not really sure how he feels about some of our players. But this is my lineup. I think Mountain Konya will play an important role. Ahmed could play an important role depending on the situation of the game. Uh, but it'll be really important for us to win this game. I think we'll have serious questions about Amarim, the management, the fans, even the ones that are supporting him, if we cannot win this game, because that will be 4 points from 5 games. I know we've had three of the most tough games for any team, but still, Arsenal was at home. Uh, say Chelsea are at home. You do not have to win them, but you could still get a point out of them games. So I just feel Amarim has to win it. United have to win this game. My prediction, I think United will concede goals. I don't know, for some reason, I'm not really confident of the defense. And that's not down to defense, that's the way we're playing. I think I'm gonna go with a 2-2 draw. I don't know. I'm not. I just think United will concede goals, but at home, at least we play really good football. We played good football this season at home, so I think this will be a 2-2 game. That's it for this video. We'll be back. We'll do some of the other videos as well. Uh, Join in, comment, like, subscribe, be a part of this channel. We're trying to grow. We're trying to show or portray the best opinions that we have for United, and we'll continue to do so. Let me know in comments if you feel I'm being off with my predictions or my opinions. But yeah, definitely be a part of this channel, and we'll connect again for the rest of the videos.